Hey everybody, Vincent here. Today I wanted to do a video outside. I do this a lot, and I thought we'd come back to the swing set here in the front yard. It's been a while. So this is a little bit of a production update kind of thing. I've got some different things in the works coming up. I want to do a video review of this monitor that's on a stand out of frame there. And so I want to do a review of that. I want to do a review of this lens that I'm currently shooting with. It's at an f4 right now. It can go much lower than that on the wide open scale. It can go, even below 2.8. So it's a pretty wide lens when you open it all the way up. But I just thought I would kind of make a quick video, kind of just stating where I'm at and everything. So this week, I wanted to just talk about that. Summer's coming to an end and everything. There's been different things that have been changing. I've got a couple short films that I'm trying to work on and hopefully make at least one of them happen. If you've ever dealt with film, you'll know that a lot of times with productions, you don't always get every single thing that you want to shoot actually into the world for different reasons. Legal reasons, like, oh, well, we can't secure a trademark or something that might be in the film. I mean, for indie stuff, I don't even have the money for that, so obviously there's not going to be that in the first place. But there can be different things, like all people's schedules don't line up, or the story, I just don't really feel like I can tell it, etc. There's been different things. Like, for example, you might have noticed on my face, these brand new glasses. So I recently got a brand new pair of glasses, and so that's been one thing that's been kind of affecting production, right, a little bit, because now I'm getting new glasses and I've been dealing with all the rigmarole dealing with getting glasses, so that's fun. But I got a bunch of things coming up, like I said, so hopefully I will actually get around to shooting some of the things I'm talking about here. My January status update, I didn't get around as much. This right here is a Zoom recorder that I talked about wanting to do a video on before. I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. I do see my camera's about to die though, so. But anyway, yeah, so I got a couple things coming up. I hope you'll stick with me for that kind of stuff here. And I think I'm going to have to cut the camera now. Sorry. Well, we had to do a cut on that because the camera's battery wasn't charged as I was hoping it was going to be. Oops. Anyway, welcome back to the video. It took me like 10 minutes to move and set up everything with a power connection here on the camera because I didn't have a spare battery. But we're back, and for you it was like this. For me it was 10 minutes. Anyway, where was I? The status update thing, yeah. Also, I apologize for the air conditioner in the background. Unfortunately, being close to the building where I can run actual power to the camera kind of makes it hard to get away from noise, so. Anyway, but yeah, so got a bunch of different things going on. Like I already said, the glasses is one thing. The other really big thing is the monitor, which is really cool. This is the monitor right here. And it's actually really cool. I got this thing for practically no money. It runs off Sony NPF batteries. So I want to talk about this coming up here in a future video. It's going to be pretty cool. I've got it on a pretty long HDMI cable. And, it's a pretty good monitor. I've got a couple different things on it. I've got false color here. And let's see, this is my focus peaking. Oh man, is focus peaking so handy, I tell you. The amount of shots that I have had out of focus, it's been a lot, okay? So, before I had a monitor with focus peaking, it makes it really easy to check your focus, So, that's another thing I want to do a video on in the future is this particular monitor right here, because it's just such a handy monitor, So that's another particular thing I want to do a video on. And so I got a bunch of different things coming up. We're going to see how things go on those different fronts. I did say I wanted to do that video about the lens. So for me right now, the big two videos coming up is this monitor. I want to do some video talking about that, and I want to do some video talking about the lens. So that lens I was talking about, it can shoot, I think it's 1.8. I always keep getting confused when I think about it, whether it's 1.4 or 1.8 for the for the wide openness that the aperture can go on that particular lens. But yeah, either way, you know, it's a pretty wide open lens at its full open level. I'm shooting with it usually no more wide open most of the time than a 2.8. Just to make sure I can preserve sharpness. And that generally seems to be pretty good, the sharpness in my testing at a 2.8. So, you know, on that particular lens, which I'm going to be doing a review on, if you wanted to shoot something with it, use 2.8. But anyway, this is stuff that it will be in the final video, so I don't want to get into it too much. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of different things coming up. Obviously, with COVID-19 going on, there has been some concerns about filming with a friend or anybody, you know, and crewing out to do any level of a production at any scale. So I haven't really been able to do that right now. You know, just due to the concerns, but I do have plans. I'm working on a short right now, and I do actually have plans to have one friend come over, and we're going to social distance and everything. I'm going to have them operate camera for me, and I'm going to put a very wide lens, or not a wide, but sorry, a non-wide lens. You know, I think, what is it, telephoto? My lens skills need some work, I'll admit it, especially when it comes to the non-wide lenses. I deal with wide lenses, but you know, so anyway, I'm gonna have him shoot for me with that more telephoto lens, right? And I'm gonna be at a distance for that particular film. It's gonna be really simple. I wanted to do like this commercial film. I don't mean commercial like making money, though that's a good idea. I'd like to do that too. But I mean, I wanted to make basically a short film that basically felt like a TV commercial. It was gonna be like a 30-second minute kind of like TV spot style thing. Really more kind of like a TV commercial, honestly, than a film, but I'm gonna call it a film. And I wanted to like just make it like a little comedy piece, because I mean, right now with COVID-19 and everything going on, we need to laugh, everybody, you know. And so I'm going to try my hand at trying to make everybody laugh. Whether I could do that or not, I don't know. But my plans for right now with the short is, let's go ahead and just do some improv. I've got the general idea of it down, but like I want to try my hand at improv and everything. And my friend that's going to be operating camera, they're supposed to help me out by improving as one of the actors. So basically the idea is that there's going to be a section in the short film with an interview, and I'm going to be one of the interviewees, but so is my friend. And so we're going to see how that goes, but hopefully it will go really well, and we're going to see what happens. But again, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be just improv, you know, pretty much. And hopefully, I think it will turn out good, but we'll have to see. But again, you know, I do want to stress it enough. We're going to be social distancing and wearing our masks. The only time we won't be wearing a mask is if I or them is on camera. That's it. And as soon as the camera's cut, we're going to put it back on, you know. So we're going to do our best to be very careful. You know, I take COVID-19 very seriously because I have family that have very serious health issues, and if they was to get COVID-19, it could be pretty bad. So the goal is to try to minimize that risk as much as possible. But I really would like to actually have this shot handheld, and so I kind of need somebody to help me shoot it, really. And so, you know, and it'd be nice to see my friends again in person, you know, instead of on a video chat screen. So, you know, that's kind of the idea. But anyway, I think that kind of gets you up to speed with what I'm thinking about with what's coming up on the channel. Hopefully we're going to have a short film that's like a commercial skit kind of thing. And again, it's not meant to be a serious commercial. Obviously, it's meant to be funny. One of the things I did have an idea of, kind of a sneak preview, is I did have an idea of there being like this part where I'm on the ground and then I like come up out of the ground, and like the camera operator, like we do like a tilt up as I'm getting up and follow me, and then I like talk to the camera like, have you ever had this problem before? And you'll have to figure out the rest of the joke. But you know, it's supposed to be funny, you know, so basically it's kind of like one of those satirical ads where it's like, you know, this isn't a real thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's supposed to be funny because it isn't real, partially, and then also just because of how out of this world the kind of jokes are, some of it. That's like my idea, you know. I'm gonna be the first to admit I'm bad as a comedian, because I'm not a comedian, you know. So I may not actually make it as funny as it deserves, but hopefully I'll get everybody to get at least a little bit of a laugh out of it. And yeah, so I think that covers the status update for everything though. I already said that once, but I'm saying it again. I think that I've covered everything now. So I appreciate if you actually stick through the whole video with the noise. I'm going to try and salvage this audio the best I can in post, but usually with noise this loud, you can't fully remove it without making the voice sound horrible. And so there'll probably be at least a little bit of the noise in the background. I'd rather you hear the noise and be able to understand me. So I'm wearing a lav, so you should be able to understand me because it's close to me, right? The mic is. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching the video, and hope to see everybody again very soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.